hours later. One eternity later. Meanwhile,
Yo, welcome to the 20th episode of Restart Diaries. It's 8:10 p.m. right now. I actually came back from office by like 5:30, 5:35ish, and then I started watching this season 3 of Family Man series that recently came out. But 30 minutes into the episode, I realized I have to edit yesterday's vlog and finish it and upload it on YouTube. So I came back and I started editing it, and before I knew, it was already 8:10 p.m. Anyways, I'm headed to office right now because before leaving the office, I started 3D printing a part which I wanted to gift to my aunt. But my engineering team just asked me if I could print a really big prototyping part for testing that I can test on Monday. I can definitely assign a job onto the 3D printer from my home using my office laptop, except the part which I printed to gift it to my aunt, it's still on the bed of the 3D printer, and I cannot print the prototyping part without removing it because the prototyping part is really big. And I'm headed to office right now so that I can remove the part that I printed and also start printing the part that my team asked me to. So I'll see you at the office.
a few moments later.
Back into office. Let's see how the print is going. Okay, I'm printing this Nataraj statue for my aunt. Oh, it still says 18 minutes. Okay, that's fine. I can wait. Alright, that's nice. Bro, this feels super weird because it's 8:45 p.m. right now and I'm trying to 3D print some prototyped parts here in my office. Anyways, as some of you guys might know, the coming H-1b lottery is going to be my last attempt towards H-1b because I'm in my last year of STEM OPT, and if I don't get my H-1b picked and approved in the coming attempt, I might have to leave the country. And I'm guessing some of you who are watching this video right now might be in the same situation or would be in the same situation in future. I don't want you guys to be in this situation. I want all of your guys' visas to be approved. But God forbid if that happens, there are some of the options or ways which you can pursue to stay legally in this country and work full time. First option would be Day 1 CPT. This is slightly tricky because you have to pursue second masters while you're working full time, and then in second masters you have to achieve the status of CPT from day one to continue working as full-time employee. And in recent times I've seen in Reddit threads and in LinkedIn that a lot of people who are choosing this option or choosing this way to stay in the country are getting request for evidence requests from USCIS, and since it is strictly monitored, the rejection rate is slightly higher when you do this Day 1 CPT option. And personally, I would not like to pursue Day 1 CPT because it's basically pursuing second masters while you're working full time. Firstly, it's hectic. You have to literally study a full-time master's course while you're doing a full-time job. Secondly, it's a huge investment. You have to literally spend another $20,000 per year or $10,000 per semester fee towards masters while you're working, and all this just to get 1 or 2 years extra, where again your H-1b is not guaranteed here. Again, you have to go through the same lottery. I mean, yes, you have better odds of getting H1 if you try again, rather than not trying at all. But at least in my opinion, it's not worth it because the amount of money / effort you put in to gain 1 or 2 attempts again at the H1b, which is going to be the same lottery, or the slightly worse lottery because the number of applications keep on increasing every year. I don't know, man. It just doesn't feel like a good option to me. And the second option would be to pursue L1 visa, and this is only possible if your firm has multiple branches throughout the world. And for example, let's say I work for a firm called X, and this X firm has multiple branches all over the world, and let's say one of the branches is in India. What I can do is I can go back to India, work for at least 1 year, preferably more than 1 year, and let's say if I have managerial experience within this 1 year, maintaining or managing a team which has more than 1 or 2 people, what my employer in US can do is he can petition for L1A visa, and I can come here, and once my L1A visa is approved, I'll get 7 years legal stay permit in United States, and within the 7 years my employer can obviously apply for green card through EB-1A route, which is much quicker than EB-2 route. I believe EB-2 route has right now wait time of 120 years. Their backlog is super huge. Anyways, This is L1A only if you have managerial experience. Let's say in my case, I don't have managerial experience, and maybe if I go back to India, I'll never have managerial experience because I just started off in my career. What I can do is I can come back on L1B visa, which will grant me another 5 years, in which each year I can put my H-1b lottery again, so I'll be getting extra 5 H-1b chances, and the chances of our H-1b picked here are slightly higher again, because you have 5 chances 5 years compared to 3 chances 3 years after your masters in your STEM OPT. And the third option is O1 visa. This is a talent based visa and only approved to people who are super good at their job. O1 visa approval committee has certain criterias that need to be met in order for you to apply and get approved. But the numbers and criteria metrics are very relative. It's not absolute. I mean, it's not like, hey, if you score 90% out of 100 in this certain exam, you will get your O1 visa approved. It's not that way. It's very relative. They basically check your profile in a holistic view, and then it's up to the reviewer to approve or reject your profile. So it's very relative. I mean, according to me, I feel like there is not enough data for us to say that, hey, if you have this profile, your O1 visa is approved. Typically, what I've seen is people with heavy research work like PhDs or postdocs, they get their O1 visa very easily approved without any scrutinization. Anyways, I'll make a separate video about O1 visa when I have enough information to talk about. Right now, I don't have complete information, and I don't want to give you half information and leave you hanging or give you incorrect information. That would be super wrong. Anyways, I think our print is ready, so let's remove that. Trying to remove supports is a pain. I'm trying to remove this fat tree support, but I'm worried that this part can get damaged. I don't know how I'll be doing this.
One eternity later.
Took me almost 10 to 15 minutes, but I got off the supports. Nice, right? Came out really nice. These are all the supports that I removed. I had to perform a surgery. It was very difficult. And that's it for the vlog. The testing parts which my team asked me to print, they are 3D printing right now. And I'll just go home, have some dinner, and I'll go to bed. I'll see you in tomorrow's vlog. Bye.